Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Friday, July 21st, 2023. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Friday, everyone. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. A little bit of a bounce here in pre-market trading from the previous session's lows here. Price pulling back quietly here over the last session. But really, this market has been so super bullish. It's been difficult to fade this market. It has been able to spring right back and push to new highs after weakness here. And the same thing could be the case here moving forward. Got ourselves kind of a narrow range here over the last several days, a little bit of a pullback, still a very bullish trending market. Even if we were to fall a little bit lower here early next week, it could be an opportunity to stretch this thing to the upside. So next week could be very similar to the previous week here. We had a little bit of a pullback here on a 4-day holiday week, and then here on a Monday was a failed new low outside week up. This week has been all of this right here. That's been this week, very similar to perhaps a couple of weeks ago, and maybe next week could be a follow-through week to the upside. Failed new low outside week up could be in play given this week's narrow range, or we could fall a little bit lower here, very similar to back here, and come retest the breakout point down below. But either way, this is still pointing to more upside ahead until proven otherwise. So bulls will be looking to defend pullbacks on each rotation back down. Even as deep here again as 44.75, as deep as that, could still be a buying opportunity until proven otherwise. So keeping an eye on this market. 4-day, 5-day narrow range now developing here. This could prove very, very beneficial for next week's market. Taking a look here at the NQ. This one had a bit of a bigger pullback in the previous session, comparatively speaking to the rest of the market here. Down over 2% yesterday, nearly 200% of average range for the day. Big pullback. And heading into today's session, looking for a failed new low and a fade after trend day back toward the midpoint. Something similar to back here or any of these combination of days where you have one big day down followed by a snapback day the next day. So we're seeing that play out here already, and bears will be looking to defend the midpoint. If this is going to continue a bit lower, bears want to keep the midpoint defended for a shot at pushing this thing a bit lower here up ahead. But still, this market remains very bullish. Any pullback still remains an opportunity for bulls to defend for another rotation higher until proven otherwise. Taking a look here at crude oil. Crude oil remains within the trading range right here. Very narrow trading range that's developed now over the last, now developing 9 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days. Let's call it an 8-day range. And so if we come up here and make this 8 days there's the quantification, nice and compressed. The potential is for a move that can take us somewhere at about 7.5, 8 points on a breakout move. So let's just call it, average of 6 to 8 points of range movement here. We have this narrow range that is developed, and if we break to the upside here, we have a shot to go rally toward 83.5. If we fail here at 74, we have a shot to drop down to 67. So it's about a 7-handle rally up or a 7-handle drop down, and right now we're looking at about 6 to 8 handles of range here based off of this narrow range that's developing over the last now 8 sessions. So again, looking for further development of this narrow range here. Next week could be an expansion week for crude oil. Taking a look at gold futures. This one down right now about 0.4%. The previous session here with a failed new high. We mentioned before that this inside day and continuation here was likely going to stretch us toward the 2000 level, and failed to get that level yesterday. And again, it was a failed new high right out of the gate, outside day down, and now seeing a little bit more of a pullback. Again, because price squeezed back above the 1940 level, this market can drop all the way back to 1940 and still be an opportunity to buy it back to 2000 as it is now inside this previous market structure. So the squeeze back above cements this 1940 as the level to continue to defend. So pullback could be as deep as that level. It could be as shallow as 1960 and another bounce. So we'll see how it plays out here, but showing a bit of weakness here over the last couple of days. Taking a look here lastly at the YM. This one's up right now about 1/3 of 1%. This one has been stretching tremendously since the 33,800 reversal. That reversal was a 1,000 point move back to 34,800. 4-day narrow range and another 4-day breakout move. So tremendous movement here out of this one. This 4-day range and from the breakout low still suggests a little bit more upside to about 35.7 up above. 35.7 is also a 100% target from a recent key range. So 35.723, that could still be the upside target ahead. Any pullback could still be a buying opportunity for the YM, as this one is now coming on strong here over the last several days. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the weekend. For those of you in PivotBoss Masters, go to your PivotBoss Masters dashboard. We do have the new schedule released for the live sessions coming up. It will be July 31st through August 4th coming up here in a couple of weeks here. So check that out. We'll be getting going with Masters here very soon. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your session. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.